Well, welcome back to another episode of Professor Haven's Science Cabin. We're down on the farm at Tug Hill Farm in Morrison, Illinois. And this is spring cleaning day, I guess you could say. It's the day we clean out the corn crib, the day we clean out the grain bin. We get the last of the grain out for the year, and then we don't have to worry about it through the summer months. And we worry about our crop that's growing in the field for the summer months. So as you can see behind me here, we're loading our semi out here. I had another short clip that I showed of how we're loading the semi that's up in the corn crib and getting that grain out of there. Hopefully we get about 4 loads out of the corn crib today and another 7 or so back here in the grain bin, and hopefully we have, close to 11 loads of grain that we get out today if everything goes well. As you can see, that truck there, it's got a sign on it, says Dusing Grain Service. I think I'll take a moment to kind of commend them and talk about loyalty. You should be loyal to your suppliers, and you should be loyal to your customers in whatever business you're in. And Dusing Grain Service, believe it or not, it was started by Leroy Dusing. And it's currently run by one of his sons, Ed, who took it over from him many years ago. Ed's a little bit older than I am. But anyway, Leroy, he was running Dusing Grain Service back in the 50s. And when my father graduated from high school, it was one of the first places my father worked. He worked for Dusing Grain Service, helping drive truck for them, helping them shell corn, things like that. And that's really where my dad got his interest in driving trucks. And anybody that knows me very well knows that my dad drove truck for quite a few years there at the start of his farming career and start of his marriage, and then he was a full-time dairy farmer for, oh golly, I guess we're talking 70s, 80s, yeah, every bit of good 20 to 25 years he was a dairy farmer. When I got out of college, I took over running the farm, and then he went back to driving truck full-time, and he drove truck for another 20 plus years. I think it was almost, golly, I think it was almost 20 years. So anyway, Dusing Grain Service, close family, friends of the family, but we've always been loyal to them. They're always loyal to us. They're the kind of business that you can trust them. If they say they're going to be here, they're going to be here. They will take care of things for you. I mean, the early years of my career at John Deere, when I had to travel a lot, they'd come and do this on their own. If I couldn't be here, they'd run the bin, they'd clean out the bin, they'd shovel, they'd scoop, they did whatever it took to get my grain out for me. And that's what you call loyalty and commitment. I mean, when you work with a company or you work with somebody, if you stay true to them, they typically will stay true to you, and they will go above and beyond for you when you go above and beyond for them. I mean, if they needed something out of me, by all means, I would absolutely help them out in any regard that I could. Anyway, just a little bit of history on that, but I mean, it's really important to stay loyal to your suppliers, because they will take care of you. There's many a time that you can't do everything yourself, and you need your suppliers to help you out. Another supplier I work with very closely, Todd Shellhouse is the individual's name. He's worked for a couple different chemical companies over the years, but I've been loyal to him for over 30 years here now. And he's always taking care of my chemical needs on my farm for my crops, for weed control, pest control, things like that. And again, when I was traveling a lot for deer, he'd come and he'd check my crops for me, and he'd let me know. He'd call me when I was on the road and tell me how things are going and what I need to be doing, and he'd take care of it for me. And again, it's that thing of being loyal with people and being there for them. I never once in the last 25 years probably anyway, definitely since I started deer, I've never once asked him the price of a product. I know he's not going to cheat me, but I know he's going to take care of me. Same way with Dusing Grain Service. I don't ask him how much it's going to take to get this hauled. They're going to be very competitive with everybody else, and nickel and diamond just does nothing but upset people. There's no sense in it. If you got somebody that's loyal to you and taking care of you and doing you a really good job, it doesn't matter what it costs. It just matters that it gets done, and it gets done right. So with that, there's just a little bit of feedback on that. We'll hopefully get this grain bin here cleaned out today and have spring cleaning done, I guess you could say. And then, by golly, it's the 19th of April of 23 here already, and I need to get the planter out of the corner of the shed and get it cleaned up and ready to go. And hopefully we'll be planting corn here in maybe give or take about a week or so. So with that, I wish you a wonderful day. I thank you for tuning in to Professor Haven's Science Cabin, and I hope you have a safe one. Bye-bye.